What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 15, and today we are returning with the penultimate episode of Season 2 as we play two of our final four championship games away at MK Dons and at home to Cardiff. Before we play the games though, shout out to Canaries been getting on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw back-to-back defeats away against Wigan and Sheffield Wednesday. Now, the original plan, of course, was to play 3 games off camera and then come back for the remaining 2 against Bristol City away and Reading at home. But due to how tight it is in the table right now, I didn't think it would be fair to miss out 3 games, which, again, could decide the season come the end of the campaign. So I thought it was only fair to come back with 4 final games as opposed to 2. So just a 1 game off camera, and as you can see, we did return to winning ways home to Aston Villa, where Ludwig Ajorque bagged a brace. Both goals coming from set pieces. Idah was out of the matchday squad for this game, and the big French 6'6" striker scored both goals from set pieces. First a corner, and then a Buendia free kick. So 2-0 the final score, back to winning ways, and I didn't think it would be fair to play MK Dons away and then Cardiff home off camera, because obviously this could decide the season, these 3 games here, so it's best to return with at least 2 of them, and we shall return today. So right now on the challenge table, as you can see on the back of that win, we are back into top spot, but oh dear, excuse me, only on goal difference right now. We are currently just 8 goals clear of Nottingham Forest in second place, so we do have a game in hand right now, because they just drew 1-1 at home to Swansea in their last game. So we've got a game in hand on Nottingham Forest and ahead of them on goal difference right now, but you look at Blackburn Rovers right now, they've got a game in hand, they're on 76 points, they can cut the gap to 2 points. It's just very, very tight. I would say the top 4 all have a great chance of going up automatically. We are probably the favourites, but, you know, based on my tactics and how shit luck we've had throughout the course of the series so far, I certainly wouldn't bank on it. We've been top and in the top 2 for such a long time, but after what happened last season, again, I'm not taking a single thing for granted. So yeah, 2 games today, MK Dons and Cardiff, and MK Dons right now, they're in desperation mode. In fact, they lose this game here, I think they will be relegated. So let's just dive into it. First game today, away at Stadium MK, as we take on a side scrambling for points in Championship football, whilst we are going to try and pull away at the top. So this is our team for the game right now on the injury report. Kraft has got a slight knock, but he was going to start anyway, and Sam Byram is also injured as well, and he'll probably miss the rest of the season, and thus this will be our team for the game. We're going back to our 4-2-3-1 controlled possession style of play. I know some of you guys sitting there thinking, oh, for Christ's sake, it doesn't work. Listen, it does! Sometimes. This will be our team for the game. So what we've got today is, hang on a minute, I was going to put Idah on the bench, wasn't I? Who comes off? Hernandez. This will be our team for the game then. We got Farinas in goal, Buffer of Lewis, Holding, Godfrey and Aaron's with Tribal and Reed through the middle. Ize's on the left, Dembele's on the right, and Buendia through the middle supports Ajorque, who has been amongst the goals of late, leading the line and putting a lot of faith in the French striker and having him starting ahead of the top scorer in the Championship. Kraft is on the bench alongside Bushiri, Oliveira, Fernandes, Thompson, Brewster and Idah as well, as we will hopefully go 3 points clear at the top. Come on, you Canaries, cannot afford another slip-up. Go out there and carry straight on from where you finished last match. This is MK Dons away from home. Now they are almost dead certs to end up getting relegated right now. They're scrambling for points, so of course they'll be playing harder. But come on, this should be a win. We've got, in my opinion, the best team in the Championship. This should be a victory, but based on what's happened throughout the course of the series, I'm not confident. But here's Buendia. Oh, early shot on target, simple save. But that's what we want to see, early shots. Test that goalkeeper early. Put some pressure on him as Ajorque heads the ball over the bar. Cannot afford even a draw in this game, because against Cardiff, against Bristol City, I'm not totally confident of getting wins in those games there. And we will get caught up, so we've got to win this one. Buendia's corner. Oh, yes! Godfrey! Oh, yes! You know, Ben Godfrey is almost definitely going to be wearing the vice-captaincy next season, if not become club captain. As we know, Gelson Fernandes is leaving at the end of the season on a free transfer after he turned down an extension. Grant Hanley is almost definitely going to be leaving, so Godfrey, I'm probably going to give him the armband. Captain's performance towards the end of the season, Ben. Come on, son. 1-0 Norwich, and there's the lead. And oh my goodness gracious me, this is exactly what we need, an early fast start. Oh, he's been amongst the goals of late. He's been amongst the goals of late. Ludwig Ajorque, I'm putting my faith in the Frenchman, and he is not letting me down. 2-0 to Norwich City, 17 minutes in. MK Dons surely back down to League One, and Norwich going 3 points clear with 3 games to go. Long way to go, but surely based on this start, we're going to hold on to these 3 points. What a beginning. But just as I say that, there's a highlight, and you just know what's coming next. A catastrophic error in our back line, or a goalkeeping howler, and MK Dons getting right back in the game with their first attack. How much do you want to bet as they attack down the right? But it's one back by Jamal, and now here come the Canaries on the counter. Buendia charging forward. Lovely run. Slides him through. It's Idah. It's Idah. Oh, wonderful save. Still 2-0. It's all Norwich. When you look at the team we've got, the calibre of teams, these results, of course, aren't surprising at all. These should be considered bankers, as Yorke surprisingly loses out in the air. But, you know, again, based on how the season has gone, there have been games like this where you expect us to win, and we've just been, oh, yes, Aston Villa, go on. We've just been poor, really, really poor, and created very few chances, and our defence has been shocking as Blackburn Rovers get right back on level terms there at Ewood Park. But still, leading by 2. I'd love a third goal before the break to really put the cat amongst the pigeons. I think all we need is 2 wins from our final 3 games if we can get the win in this one, and we will be promoted. And that's definitely doable as Max finds Harrison, and he'll play it back to our right back, and Aarons will find Dembele, and there's Harrison Reed, shot blocked. Oh, yes! And there is that third goal. Emi Buendia, we've kept him here. And again, he is so often a difference maker. Today, not necessarily so, but he's got our third goal, and that's surely going to ensure the 3 points are ours. Dembele picks out Reed. Very lucky goal, though, no doubt about it. Certainly got the fortune in this one. Shot block, straight to Buendia, goalkeeper on the floor, tucks it home, 3-0 Norwich. Just thinking of when our next game is going to be, and I might take off the starters before the break here, or some of the starters, to give them some time to recover as Healy drills it in, but I might not be able to. MK Dons, with their first meaningful shot and their first shot on target, have got back in the game. 3-1, but I'm not overly concerned. It's a lovely strike, and again, based on how poor our defence has been this season, you wouldn't rule out MK Dons from coming back from 3-0 down to claim a point, but I still feel confident. And right before the break, Blackburn just got themselves a goal to get in front there at Villa Park. Bristol City are being held by Birmingham, though. That's good to see. But Blackburn have turned the game on its head there away from home. So I'm going to say nothing to the boys at the break here and keep things as they are. We're up by 2. And if we can get another goal in the second half, that will surely kill off any chance of a comeback. This season, defence has been my main concern, though. And, you know, I've tried so many different tactical systems. I've tried so many different defensive instructions. I've tried to drop a defensive line and push higher up as Yorke shot is blocked and the second cross by Dembele is cleared. I've tried to press with less urgency, with more urgency. I've never tried the offside trap. Maybe I should, but I just don't really think it would work with this disorganised back four. I just can't seem to, as Wigan have gone a goal up there against Millwall, I just can't seem to get our defence strong and solidified. But what I will say is this: whenever we go forward, we do look like scoring. Top scorers in the Championship, that will probably remain that way between now and the end of the season. And that's the one thing, if we are going to go up, that's the one thing we will know has been the main reason. Our potency in front of goal is Dembele, right on cue, hits the crossbar. Every time we go forward, we look like scoring. Tribal pops it out wide towards Emi Buendia. And as Emi steps inside, that's a penalty. That's a penalty and a chance to make it 4. I think Yorke is going to take it. He did score one recently. Come on, Ludwig, put the game to bed here, son, and wrap up the points. Oh, cool as you like from the Frenchman. You know, when we signed him at the start of the season, I told you he could become a fan's favourite. He's certainly one of my favourite players right now because towards the end of the season, he's one of the few players that's put in a good shift game by game. Ludwig's 11th for the year, 2nd of the game, and Norwich surely on course for the 3 points now. So Adam Idah, top scorer of the Championship for the 2nd straight game, keeps his keister on the bench, and it turns out we don't need him as Godfrey's header is turned in by Tribal, and that makes it 4-1. Again, you know, defensively, that's the only area of concern we've had this season. Going forward, every single game, we look like we will score with every single chance. Another goal there, Tom with the finish, 5-1 Norwich City. How on earth have we not already guaranteed automatic promotion? We've got an amazing team. A brilliant squad. It's the best in the Championship. But after back-to-back wins, we are almost there now. Passionately, I'll say I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. 5-1 the final score. How did the other teams get on, though, around the grounds? Because I think Bristol City lost. Did they? They did indeed, at home to Birmingham. Well done the Blues. Although Blackburn did win away at Villa Park. Regardless, it means in the Championship table right now, Wigan, after beating Millwall, are now up to 4th place. And we are 3 clear of Nottingham Forest in 2nd, 5 clear of Blackburn in third. However, the Rovers do have a game in hand. I think if we win 2 of our final 3, we'll guarantee promotion. Easier said than done though. And Ludovic Jorke is holding down the starting place as our out-and-out striker right now, and I've been so happy with this signing as well. You know, when I signed him in the summer, again, he had a very good goal-to-game ratio with Strasbourg, and even though they were relegated from Ligue 1, 9 in 33 is pretty decent there in the top tier in French football, and I felt as though as a different option, a target man, really good in the air, he'd be something we don't have here, and with the mental stats as well, 15 determination, 15 teamwork, 16 work rate, physically really, really good, and technically pretty decent too. He'd be a very good source of goals for us when required. He certainly has been. 11 in 20 games in the Championship, and half his games have come from the bench as well. I love those sort of signings, man. Those random signings that sometimes become fans' favourites. He certainly has been a fan's favourite this year. Okay, so second and final game of today's episode as we take on Cardiff at home. Potential banana skin for us in this game. Feeling a bit worried, I must admit, taking on my former Football Manager saves, but yeah, I'm hopeful. They've got nothing to play for. We are at home. We've won our last 2, so theoretically it should be a banker, but with me in charge, it never really works out that way, does it? The other games to keep your eye on today are, where are we here? Blackburn at home to Charlton, and that definitely is a banker for the Rovers there. And Nottingham Forest are actually the late kick-off away against Birmingham, and there's a big playoff clash there as West Ham take on Bristol City, and Wigan are... where? I can't see them. Are they playing tomorrow? They're not playing tomorrow. Where are Wigan? They must be here somewhere, but I can't see them. Did they play yesterday? No. Am I blind, or are Wigan not playing today? Because I can't see them. Anyway, let's dive into the game regardless here at home to Cardiff. We won away in Wales, and I so badly want to win here, because that'll mean just one win from our final 2 games will see us promoted. So no change to tactics or the lineups on the back of 2 straight wins, which means that Adam Idah, the top scorer, remains on the bench, with Ludovic continuing to start. So Friedrichs in goal, back for Lewis, holding Godfrey and Owens with Tribal and Reed for the middle again. Idah on the left, Dembele on the right, and Buendia does support that man, Ludovic Jorke up top. And on the bench, Kraft, Bushiri, Oliveira, Fernandes, Thompson, Brewster, and the top scorer Idah as well. Second and final game, a win means we're 3 points away from promotion. Come on, you Canaries. Cardiff with absolutely nothing to play for today. No Jason in the starting 11 either. This has got to be a win, surely. I mean, I tell you what, if we lose this game, I think we will lose automatic promotion, as Buendia, which is in an early free kick. Oh, Godfrey puts it just over the bar. And what I want, just like against MK Dons, is a fast start. Get an early goal, settle some pressure. And that will be us set to get the 3 points. But against Cardiff City, this is a banana skin here. Got to avoid it. There's no way this game finishes a draw. Someone's going to win this one. And I can see it being Cardiff nicking it right at the death. But come on, Norwich. Get an early goal. And that will really give me some confidence. Max slides Dembele down the right-hand side. And he steps inside Karamoko. Wonderful run. Oh! The little lad. Shades of Lionel Messi. Wonderful step inside from the right. And the finish to match as well. And Norwich held a breakthrough. You know, he's out of contract at the end of next season. And you best believe my first bit of business in the summer window is to give this guy an extension. Beats 1, beats 2, wonderful run, and dinks it over the goalkeeper. Karamoko Dembele. What a season he's had. This is what we needed to see as well. A full season of Championship football for Dembele. Because he's going to get his confidence this season. Playing against teams where, as he shoots there straight at the goalkeeper, he'll get all the chances in the world because he can expose their weaker back lines. Against the Premiership defenders, he's not going to have as much freedom and as much joy. But here in the Championship, a full season's worth of football, he's flourishing with the game time and the exposure as well. Still leading by a goal. Never confident at just 1-0 as we come towards the end of the first half. 45 minutes away from 3 straight wins. Come on, Norwich. Oh, yes, and Charlton are doing us a huge favour at Ewood Park, winning by a goal to 0 there. West Ham and Bristol City are currently tied right now, so that's a huge favour done for us there by Charlton. So, second half to begin, 45 minutes away from the verge of Premier League football. But the first highlight coming to Cardiff. And oh! Inches away from an equaliser. Speaking of equalisers, Blackburn have just found a leveller at home to Charlton as well through Sam Gallagher. Oh my god, if we win this game, it's surely all over. Surely promotion is in the bag if we win this game. as Farines plays the holding. But again, with this Norwich back line, you just don't know what to expect. Reed to Emmy, who picks it up and drives. Oh, what a run! Saved by the goalkeeper. Come on. Corner. Oh, and it's Jorke. Heads it just off target. Get a second goal and I think it's over. Get a second goal and we're surely heading up. Oh! He's big. He's French. Believe me when he's hench. Ludovic. Jorke. I think I'll have to change the lyrics to that song because that's fucking terrible. But Jorke. Yes! 2-0. Game over. Surely. That's got to be that now. Come on. Believe me when he's hench. I don't know. But Idah, Idah's been on the bench for the past 3 games. And I'm sorry, Adam, as much as I love you, and his stats are going down a bit as well. Ludovic has just been amongst the goals in every single game of late. I tell you, he's coming up clutch when it matters most. Maybe that's what we should rename him. Ludovic Clutch Ajorque. Like Callum Clutch Wilson. Anyway, 15 minutes to go. I'm going to bring on Ben Thompson for Harrison Reed for more energy through the middle of the park. I think what I'm going to do as well is take off Buendia for Gelson. And what I'm going to do now is operate him as a ball in the midfielder. And that way we'll have a lot more defensive stability in our midfield for when balls come through. 14 minutes to go. Almost there. Oh my god, no. Farines makes the save. If we throw this away in the final couple of minutes, I'm going to resign. I'm not even going to see out the season. I'm going to resign. Jeez, man. Good stop by Farines there. And Nelson heads the corner just over. Still leading by 2. We're surely there. And they're... Oh! Yes! And I think that's it. Because Charlton just... Oh, no, they've got a game in hand, don't they? They've got a game in hand, Blackburn. So actually, no, it's not. I'm going to say I'm very pleased with the result on your performance. Back-to-back wins. And 3 straight for the Canaries. And after back-to-back defeats, what a response. And we have guaranteed a playoff spot. But no, we haven't guaranteed promotion yet. I thought we had because Charlton just scored a late winner there at Ewood Park. But Nottingham Forest are playing Birmingham in a late kickoff. In fact, what we're going to do now, just before we end today's episode off, we're going to play that game there at St Andrews and see if Birmingham can take points off Nottingham Forest. Please. Come on, you Blues. Get a big 3 points there at St Andrews. Did you do so? No, 2-1. Nottingham Forest get the victory. So Nottingham Forest are in second place, 3 points behind us. So no, we're not there yet. But one more win. That's it. One more win is all we are going to need. Because Blackburn can only get to 87 points maximum. West Ham can only get to 88 points maximum. So yeah, one more win from our final 2 games and Norwich City are into the Premier League. In fact, back-to-back draws will do it as well. 2 draws will give us promotion to the Premier League as well. Hopefully, we'll get the win in the very next game where Ashton Gate and that'll confirm it. But after back-to-back wins, surely we are not going to choke this away. But again, after what happened last season, I'm not taking anything for granted. We're almost there. We are almost there. But that was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. We hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy the penultimate episode of Season 2, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And we will return with the season finale in the very next episode where we'll take on Bristol City away at Ashton Gate and Reading at home on the final day, where just one win from our final 2 games will see us promoted to the Premier League. Oh, yes, come on.